Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a carry for Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 73 yards, and the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
5 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
They'll run here with McFarland. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 41. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a run with McFarland. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, batted second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now Dobbins. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down. From the gun, Sullivan. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Let's take it inside his own 40. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Sullivan. It's complete to Brown, right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
41-yard line.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're open for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Back to throw. Sullivan. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, it's Hill. About 3 yards there to the 27.
43, Justice.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run here with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the coverage.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the top yards, they run it with their fullback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. Trying the jet sweep here. It's Boykin. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
And I've seen that play a couple of times already. Right there in the middle, 55. Not today, you are. Not today. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Here's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley going top shelf. It got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. 75 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, That means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sullivan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. A gain of 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 1st down, Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing on 1st down, Huntley. Ebron caught left side, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play?
He's got a man complete. Boom. Still fighting through tackles. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 75 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Justin Tucker to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Off the play fake. Huntley. Flush to his right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Huntley. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Huntley. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
To number 7.
So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Steelers 28, Ravens 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's McFarland. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made by
well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On the run, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Mack gets hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Sullivan. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Olivier Vernon brings him down. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25.
Bring it.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Score, Steelers 35, Ravens 28. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Sullivan. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Sullivan looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Huntley. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
45-yard line.
Running with McFarland. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The Steelers.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard.
Huntley to throw. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
complete to.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, Huntley. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland.
Huntley's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a pickup of 6.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, McFarland. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college there. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
28.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Sullivan. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard.
Throwing on first down. Sullivan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sullivan. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
42.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Chase Claypool.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. And he connects with Ebron. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Coming to you. 47 to Mike. 47 to Mike. 47 to Mike. 47 to Mike. Check.
On 1st and 10, Huntley eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Huntley flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Off play action. Huntley escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Sullivan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Huntley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
And now he'll tuck it and run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
42-all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Second down and 3. From the gun, Huntley is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
40 seconds to mark. 40 seconds to mark.
Throwing on first down. Huntley eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Huntley. Completion here to Claypool. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. To throw, Huntley rolling to his right. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first throw here in overtime. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
In 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Sullivan. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He got it. And It's official now. They're going to the playoffs. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
I got me
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in.